Hello friends, I want to share with you one of my favorite tools that I personally use on my workshops together with the meditations, and this is called a creative visualization or a mental movie, and I'm going to explain you what is it about. So the first time that I hear about it, it was with MindValley around 3 years ago, and I started to get a lot of notifications or ads on YouTube about the method, and it was a Jose Silva method. It's called like that, and it got my attention because it was advertised as the Mexican way of visualizing, and because I'm Mexican I was like, what's this? And this was originated in Texas, and it's like a Tex-Mex author or creator, Jose Silva. And I started to learn more about it. What was the most important is that the person who was teaching it is the founder of MindValley, and I have been following MindValley's work in a while. And also I started to watch his videos, and I got interested in what was that about. And for me, back on the time, I was quite closed for combining spirituality with business, or even for opening up to a spiritual practice. So it took time for me to absorb and to open up for this methodology called visualization. But with the time, I started to learn more about it. I also got the book that it's called the Jose Silva Method, and I also purchased the 28-day training with MindValley. So after these two experiences, and I started to do the training by myself, to follow the visualizations by myself, I really liked them, and I started to have more clarity on what I wanted in life. For me, that was the main benefit, and I liked it so much that I started teaching it. So I started to teach it online with some friends, and then when everything opened up after the lockdown, I started to do my collective visualizations with other people who were interested in this. The way I would explain a creative visualization is to use your mental imagery, your imagination, and when closing your eyes is recreating this movie of your future self, and it's in a more content, healthier, and calmer version of you, and it is connected to something that you want to solve or to something that you want to improve in your life. If I have something specific I want to solve, then I also practice creative visualizations to see myself in the future. And what it gives you, it's the feeling that you are doing it already, or that is coming, the solution is coming, or the solution is here now. So remember that everything that we create in this world, we create it twice. First in our minds, and then the second is when we materialize it. So in order to materialize anything that we want, first we want to have it in our vision. So once we have it in our vision in this form of a movie, it's when we can actually have the guidance on how to do it in this physical world. And it sounds woo-woo, but it makes a lot of sense, right? So before building anything, any house, any skyscraper or anything, of course an architect first has to draw it and has to have the vision of it, and only then is when they can put all the effort and the people and the focus to make things happen. So visualization is that, it's rehearsing mentally what you want in this life, how you want, and you don't have to have all the answers right away, but you just need to hold that vision inside of you. The way that it works is that first you have to go into a deeper state of relaxation. So slowing down your brain waves. The brain waves is this way to measure how our brain is working, let's say. And if we have a lot of activity, like peaks in a shorter time, it's when we are in a state of more alertness and awakeness, and it's when we are solving things, sorting out things. So we might, and that is the beta waves, we want to bring it down, like calm it into an alpha state and then into a theta state of waves. which is calmer, right? And then when you are in a deeper state of relaxation, it's when you can start envisioning this mind movie. And this state is before you are asleep, right? Because if you are sleeping, then you are dreaming already, and that's not what we want. The state is what we want, is between being awake and being sleeping, and to see the details. That's really important. At the beginning for me was a little bit challenging because I didn't imagine that much. I didn't know what to imagine, and I didn't have like all the mental imagery. What helped me was, with the time, to check on Pinterest some pictures, for example, of the outfits I like or the spaces that I like, and slowly I started to get a clearer vision and just inspiration. It's not like to copy them, but it's just like inspiration. If you are struggling with the imagination part, then you can get some ideas, and if you have the imagination already, you don't need that, then you have everything inside of you. But with the practice, it just gets better and easier. And the moments that I use visualizations, it's actually almost every day, but the key moment is when I want to reinforce my vision, when I want to reconnect with it, when I am feeling a little bit lost, or when I'm feeling a little bit like questioning if what I'm doing in this moment is fitting my vision of the future. So if, for example, I have a project or someone invites me for a project, before saying yes, then I will visualize like how I see myself in the next months, and if this project would fit into that vision, if I see it coexistent with my vision, and if it's part of it or if it's not. Then to make a decision, I would use visualizations. And in other case, it's when I don't know a solution, that it happens really often. I'm stuck a little bit, and it's when I would close my eyes and I would see the quote-unquote problem, let's say the challenge I'm facing, and then on a mental screen I will see this problem, and then on a next mental screen, that then the mental screen is on the left, I would see the solution. Even if I don't know the exact way, I can see myself like with a smile, and the way that I am behaving and talking and looking, it looks like I found out a solution or someone helped me. And I would move the problem or the challenge to the right side, as if it would be on my past. It's gone, it's sorted out, it's solved. And then on my left, on this mental movie, then it's when I have the new solution and the new life that I want. Also, if I am in the mood of doing it, for me it's fun because it's like kind of time traveling. I go to the future, I reconnect with my future self, and it just brings joy to my life to hold that vision. So, disclaimer, I think it's really, really important to mention this before I leave you. So, for me, it was very important to balance the moments of envisioning, planning, and going to the future as I am practicing meditation and grounding on my present. So I always say it like it's a dance between the future and the present, because it happened to me 3 years ago that I started to get super obsessed with visualizing, and I just wanted to be in the future, and I was just like waiting for it and conditioning my happiness, like, oh, only when I will get this vision, I will be calmer, or I will be happier, or I will be whatever. So if you are conditioning your happiness, it's probably not going to happen, because we gotta tie both future and present, and knowing that whatever we are doing in the present moment is completely aligned with the future outcome we want, so we can be calm and have the certainty and the trust that it's going to come. And the moment that it's going to come, it's going to be fine. But in my present moment, I am already calm. I am already happy with what I have, with what I'm doing right now, because it's completely in line with my future. So, for example, like let's say this video I'm recording right now, the video itself is not gonna sort out my whole business or sort out my plans, but it's one little tiny part of my huge vision that I have with my videos, with my online trainings, etc. So I tied my vision to both, and I honor this tiny moment that I'm recording this video, because I know it's feeding my vision and it's one part of it. And as a difference would be if I would be just like counting down the minutes, like, oh, when I'm gonna finish this video, because I really want to rush into my future vision and I want to get there and I want to get there, and it doesn't work like that. So this is a personal advice I'm giving you. And for doing this, I recommend also mindfulness meditation to ground in the present moment. And for this, you can close your eyes, you can even smell if you have any essential oil, take some deep breaths and just connect with some parts of your body. You can go through your face and relax your face muscles, feel how your heart is pumping, feel how your hands are feeling, and connecting with every part of your body, or even with the sounds. If there is any sound, you can go to them, or connect with your breathing. Any of these options is always really useful, because those are anchors in mindfulness and those ground you to the present moment. So whenever you feel yourself like you only think about your future and you're actually anxious for getting there, you can always come back with a mindfulness tool. I hope that this helps you.